I call this evening's Board of Zoning Appeals meeting for the City of Greer to order. If there is anyone present on the board who would like to disqualify themselves from the cases being reviewed this evening, please state your name and the case for the record and complete a recusal form. Okay, hearing none, I will assume that there is none. First order of business is to review the minutes from the last meeting of May 12th, 2025. Do I have a motion concerning those minutes?
Motion to approve.
Second? Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Esmailaglu,
Approve.
Mr. Yuba,
Approve.
Mr. Norris. Approve. Mr. Griffin.
Approved. Okay, we need to reconstitute ourselves this evening. Our chair, in which we elected the last meeting, I understand, has decided he does not want to do that and to run for that office that he was elected to. So we will now reconstitute ourselves by opening the floor for a nomination for the chair of the Board of Zoning Appeals. Do I have a motion with regard to that? Does anyone volunteer?
I will volunteer as tribute.
Outstanding. So Mike has volunteered to hold that office. Is there any objection? I think we also have a vice chair if we need a vice chair. Is that correct?
We do.
Okay.
So Ms. Huey is the vice chair. She's just
Yes.
not here tonight. So
Dr. Huey, yes. Okay.
handling this.
And I think we need a roll call on that, don't we?
Okay. Moving on into the public hearings. During this time, we will open and close a public hearing for each request. We will start with staff giving the basic information for the request and the applicant presenting their request. Afterward, anyone wishing to speak for or against the request will have an opportunity to do so. All speakers should come to the podium to make their comments, beginning with their name and address. If you have not already done so, please be sure to sign in with the staff to speak. We ask that everyone that speaks during the public hearing keep their comments under 3 minutes. This is to keep the meeting running smoothly and effectively. At this time, we will open public hearing for BZA SE 25-02, excuse me. Staff, if you'll give us the basic information.
Yes, this is case number BZA SE 25-02. The parcel is located on Brushy Creek Road. The existing zoning is commercial general, and the request is a special exception for a flex facility. Here's an aerial of the parcel. Here's the zoning map. Again, the parcel in question is zoned commercial general, and the red parcels surrounding it are also commercial general. The beige parcels behind are suburban neighborhood. Here's the future land use. The parcel in question is located in manufacturing and logistics future land use. Here's a photo of existing conditions at the site. And here is a preliminary site plan showing their plans for the parcel. That completes my presentation.
Okay. We'll now call each person signed up to speak for or against this request. I am welcoming the presenter. No one?
We don't have any public speakers tonight, but the applicant is present.
Okay. Okay, seeing none then, I close the public hearing for BZA SE 25-02. Okay? Okay, we're moving right on into another case.
I say something, I didn't sign up, we're supposed to have a representative here from our civil engineering firm. Same thing. Okay. Then never mind, I'll give them my shot. Sorry, sir.
Okay, now this is the time to speak if you want to speak for or against this proposal. Okay, hearing none, we'll go on to BZA SE 25-03. This time, we open the public hearing for that, and if staff would give us the basic information.
Yes, the case number is incorrect on the presentation, but it is BZA SE 25-03. The address is 3119 Brushy Creek Road. The existing zoning is commercial general, and the request is for a special exception for self-storage. Here's the aerial. Here's the zoning map. The parcel in question is zoned commercial general, and the red parcels surrounding it are commercial general. There's railroad right-of-way in beige to the north. The future land use is suburban neighborhood. Here's a photo of existing conditions. Here is their preliminary site plan. And here are some elevations. That completes my presentation.
Okay? Is there anyone from the audience signed up to speak to this one?
There is not.
Okay. We will now go into new business. First, we'll go into BZA SE 25-02. We will open the business meeting. Staff will now provide their analysis and recommendations.
Once again, this is BZA SE 25-02. The parcel is located on Brushy Creek Road. The existing zoning is commercial general, and the request is a special exception for a flex facility. Here's the aerial. Here's the zoning map. Here's the future land use. Here are the existing conditions. Here's the preliminary site plan. Once again, the request is a special exception to allow for a flex facility. The surrounding parcels are commercial general to the east and the west. They have different uses. The west is legal non-conforming as residential, and the eastern parcel is used for medical retail. To the south is residential, Brushy Meadows. This project will comply with all City of Greer regulations, therefore staff recommends approval.
Okay. At this time, the board will have the opportunity to question, I guess, the staff, since no one is presenting from.
Applicants that can answer questions.
Okay.
One quick question is, just what is the overall, what is the difference between flex and what it's currently zoned for? Is there a couple of things that?
So the general definition for a flex facility, which I think Ashley's looking up right now, is there's a portion of it's retail and or office, and then another portion is warehousing type of use. So that kind of captures the flex facility.
Okay.
Could you, I'm a little bit confused about what these people actually do. What will they actually be providing there?
Actually, if the applicant would like to come up and explain their business.
State your name for the record, please,
Chris Conwell.
and your address.
This address or my personal address?
The address of where location in which the business will be run?
It's on Brushy Creek Road. I don't know
Okay.
the actual
Okay.
address yet. So our business, we're an AV business. We do residential and commercial video installations. So this space would be part office space and part storage for TV, speakers, wiring, low voltage stuff.
I see.
And the retail side of it would be a small store, just a
It's
small
more like a
storefront, or?
More like a showroom
Yeah.
to bring clients in just to see some of the higher end stuff we
Okay.
can install in the
Gotcha.
houses.
Yeah. Thank you.
So the AV is for residential homes too, not just commercial?
Correct. Yeah. So the office is just literally just for managing the business, designing.
Okay. This may be a strange question, but this has nothing to do with the warehouse storage, is that correct?
Oh, no, they're separate businesses.
completely separate.
requests.
Yeah.
In separate locations.
Okay. Your location there is sort of a rectangle type thing there. At the back of your property, there's a neighborhood, I guess, as you know, Brushy Meadows. And I noticed, I looked at the mapping on it, and I think that I understand that there's a barrier, tree barrier or a brush barrier, and then there's a power line there. How far away will you be from the power line, the back of your building? Do you have any idea?
My name is Zedekiah Heinberg. I'm the engineer of record with site design, 1074 Asheville Highway, Spartanburg, South Carolina. Can you pull the site plan back up for a second, please? So there's a 68 transmission easement that we will not encroach into at all. So kind of any trees sort of behind those houses wouldn't be touched. Existing drainage easement as well. And then we would, basically work with staff in regards to like what buffering requirements would be needed, provided the fact that Duke Energy has pretty strict regulations on what they allow to be planted within the right-of-way.
Okay, is the retention pond, I assume for ground runoff there?
That's just to capture the parking lot, yeah, it's just a proximate size and location. But we would, it's just to capture the new building and the new parking lot to make sure that the pre-development or the post-development flows are lower than the pre-development flows.
Okay. So you will have, hopefully, clients coming in or customers coming in off of Brushy Creek Road into your facility there. You have a parking area, and I assume that's a parking area up there for them, so it'd be basically just like a retail store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very close to just meeting all the retail use, but in talking with staff, we thought it was best to go through as flex space because of the mix of the, storage for the business.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Thank you. Any other questions?
Yeah, so with the nature of AV, if you're bringing in clients to test things out and listen to things, do you anticipate it being rather loud inside there? And then if it is going to be rather loud because you're going to be testing audio-visual equipment all day long, is the plan to buffer with vegetation take that into account, like due to the nature of the business? Is it taller trees to block sound, or do you not anticipate it being that loud?
Yeah, I don't anticipate it being that loud. I mean, we'll have very seldom we'll have clients there truly testing the speakers out, at high volumes. It's more, softer background, nothing too crazy
Cool.
in terms of volume-wise.
Cool.
Any other questions? Any other questions of staff? Okay. Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it. Okay, this is BZA SE 25.02. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve?
Second?
Mr. Smoglu,
Approve?
Mr. Yuva,
Approve?
Mr. Norris,
Approve.
Mr. Griffin.
Yes, approved. Okay, moving right along. At this time, we will open business for BZAS 2503. If you would provide us your analysis and recommendations, staff.
Yes, once again, this is BZA SE 25-03. The slide is incorrect. The address is 3119 Brushy Creek Road. The existing zoning is commercial general, and the request is a special exception for self-storage use. Here's the aerial. Here's the zoning map. Here's future land use. Here are the existing conditions. Here's the preliminary site plan. Here are the elevations. Once again, the request is a special exception for self-storage. The surrounding shared boundaries are all commercial general, with the exception of the railroad right-of-way to the north. There is one small boundary shared with some residential that's in unzoned Greenville County. This project will also comply with all of our City of Greer regulations for buffers, so therefore staff recommends approval.
Okay, and I understand the applicant is not here.
I believe they are here.
If you would like to come on up and just,
My name's Joey Boone with Secure Store. The address is 3119 Brushy Creek Road.
okay. Questions for applicant or staff? If you could go back, put the map back up there again, because I'm a little bit confused about exactly where this is.
Yes, so this is near the Brushy Creek Suber Road intersection, so the gas station is right there. Ashley's pointing at it right now.
Okay, where is the dollar store?
It's right across the street. You see it just under Suber Road.
Yes,
Up to
it's-
the right a little bit, Ashley, down.
it's west of Suber
That's-
Road, is
That's
it not?
big blue marble that she was pointing at, with the blue roof. So, yes. Did I get it? Okay, dollar store is right here. Gas station is right here. Big blue marble is right here. This is the Brushy Creek Office Park. There's like dental over here. This is the Green Laundry Lounge.
Okay, okay. So actually, this property is west of Suber Road then, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay,
So there's like a open grassy space right next to, right before you drive by the office park.
isn't there a house right there on the corner?
There is a house like right, oh, I'm sorry, I'm very shaky, right here.
Okay. And the, looks like subdivision at the, I guess, back of the property?
So, yes, this is a Greenville County subdivision. There's some railroad right-of-way. Mitsubishi plant is like back here. It's not, it's like over here.
So they would be required, just normal code, to put a type 3 buffer, which is one of the more intense buffers along the portion adjacent to the residential.
Exactly what does a type 3 buffer call for?
So it's a wall and some more significant plantings that are on the side of the, where the subdivision is. So the wall is on the business side, and the residents will see the plantings.
Okay,
So it's a Sphinx on the corner, right? And then
Correct.
behind the Sphinx is the childcare.
And that's big blue marble.
Will the entryway be on the road that's connected to Big Blue Marble there, or will there be another entry from Brushy Creek?
It will very likely be this, I'm guessing. I don't think DOT would give them another driveway
Okay.
because of It's just the intersection as it's
Yeah.
shaping up.
We assume we'd share that one with the where you turn in. to
Yeah,
daycare.
okay.
Yep.
The facility you plan to build there, will it be very similar to the prototype in which we had the pictures of? I mean, is that
Yeah.
what it will look like?
Well, these are actually, you got those, the ones we have pictured here are bi-level buildings. Well, all but, well, that's still bi-level as well. These are all our bi-level products, but this would just be a single story. But we would have a area that would have storefront glass, typically, out front where our office would be. But it would just be a single story. The way that property lays, it would work for two single-story facilities instead of a bi-level like this that's pictured. But it would look like that, color-wise, as long as that would match your all's code and such. But it would be, that's the build. It would be all paved. It would be all indoor, temperature controlled. There wouldn't be any outdoor roll-up doors. You have to gain access through a main door when you pull in. There's not much traffic, or not many people stay there very long. They're there just to unload their stuff, and they typically we don't do any storage for people to run a business out of or anything like that. It's dead storage. They basically leave it, and if they need to come back and get something every so often. So
Yeah, that was going to be my question was, because I know storage facilities are very well lit, and being so close to residential, if the level 3 buffer would be enough, but seeing that it's single story gives me a little bit more peace of mind. Is it on the city or is it on the developer to have any type of street light, like tall, that would be shining into the residential area, or is it all just kind of building level lighting?
it would just be building level shining down the drives, on the drives to get through. Now, we would like to have a parapet with our sign, but we would have it facing, of course, out towards the road, not towards the houses.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And we do have lighting regulations that limit the amount of foot candles that are allowed at the property line, so.
I'm sorry, sir. Would you repeat your name one more time for the record?
Joey Boone.
Thank you.
Which one of those pictures, like the upper right-hand corner, is that what will be actually facing Brushy Creek Road?
Well, it really would be more similar to the left here. If you kind of picture this building here with the parapet to the left,
Yeah,
it would kind of resemble that. That's a bi-level, but you can't see, if you look to the back, you can see there's another level out back, but that's kind of ground level. That's about the height, the way the single-story building would lay would be like that. That's kind of what you'd look at.
okay.
This one has a fence and a gate, but we also had outdoor storage there. If we do temperature control, we typically don't put a fence and a gate up just because it's not needed. There's nothing to gain access to. All the doors are locked. You have to have a code to get in. But that one does show a fence, but it does have outdoor. This one, we wouldn't, if we get away with not having a fence and a gate, we wouldn't do it because you really wouldn't need to, because you have to have a code to get in the doors. Wouldn't be any way to gain any access inside unless you were a tenant there.
How many actual storage facilities individuals, places we have? I don't know what you call them, I guess storage bins or whatever?
Just for that property?
Yes, that's probably, yeah.
Just that property. I don't actually, it's just kind of early in the game. I don't have the layout of how many units, but it would be we're proposing about 90,000 square feet. So that's probably anywhere from 600 to 700 units probably. So, and it would vary from like 10 by 20, 10 by 15, 10 by 10, 5 by 10, 5 by 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all of those are heated and cooled?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You do know that there's another facility just like that about a mile away, don't you?
Yeah, we've done our homework there. It looks like everybody's full and it's needed, so that's why we kind of thought it'd be a great idea. But we've done our homework on that. So yeah, I do know there's several facilities right there close.
Yeah. Any other questions of the applicant or either staff? Okay, we have the BZASE 25.03. Do we have a motion with regard to approval?
Motion to approve?
Second.
Ms. Chesmalglue?
Approve.
Mr. Yuva?
Approve.
Mr. Norris?
Approve.
Mr. Griffin?
Yes, approved. Thank you, sir. Okay, I've run out of pages here, except for the last one. Anything else to report, or do you need to talk to us or whatever?